Ladies and gentlemen, boys and the girls, welcome to Ox After Dark. Wow, Collective Weekly Live unboxing. Jesus,
Wow.
it's been such a
You
day.
haven't done that in a long time.
Wow.
But it was a busy weekend, bro. It's okay if you think it's
Well,
already Wednesday.
yeah, and it's
No,
me and you here. It's
it's not
very
even.
after darky.
I saw the triangle at the corner of my eye, and it's because it's usually us three anyways for After Dark,
Yeah.
and well with Thomas also, but yeah, holy shit, I was so tired all day today. 5 hour CPR, first aid, AED class this morning, dragging ass. But we are on Collecting Weekly Live Unboxing. My name is Zach. I'm joined by Dean, the Dream, Martin, and the Midnight Collector. We got Marlon Braswell, Toy Mafia, John Ortiz. We got to see this weekend in the chat. Lane is unboxing a book of Boba Fett, and I'm unboxing the Prey Ultimate Feral Predator. Lane, we'll start with you, and whenever you need a cutaway, I got mine. So, where did you get your Boba Fett from?
So I got mine from Ray at Hawkworks Toys. Cisco Cantina Eric gets a lot of his figures from there. This is my first time. I figured I'd owe Ray since, like, I partially because of my thing, he ended up buying some J&D statues. So give him some money back, maybe. But this is a figure, obviously, I was lucky enough that's been waitlisted for a while. Super been excited for this figure. I have been really looking forward to it because I think this is going to be the ultimate modern Boba Fett. Not necessarily best Boba Fett ever, but best modern Boba Fett. I consider like OT and that Boba Fett its own kind of one, and then this like the more modern era stuff, Disney era. But as we can see here, Boba Fett actually comes in a pretty straightforward, no frills cigar box, standard covering stuff. But we've got the artwork here, Boba Fett, both figure, and then also on the side here, a little bit more actiony pose. So I know a big thing for a while has been what's the difference between this and like the Throne Boba, since they're both repaint and stuff. But from what's been shown, there is some significant differences in the coloration and other stuff. We'll take a look at.
The outfit's completely different.
Guy. Yeah. But here we've got the nice interior, as always. Boba Fett about to try and rearrange Cad Bane's face with his gaffy stick.
At least he's not trying to rearrange his guts.
Yeah. I still think it was kind of silly how that fight turned out and stuff. Because Boba had already previously been established that he was able to shoot faster than Cad Bane. But so it's a standard kind of layout and stuff. This guy comes with a bunch of stuff. I'm pretty impressed for the price point for $275 that he costed. I mean, it's pretty standard stuff and everything for a Mando release. But one of the things I was most interested in, and I've seen some of the reviews on this guy, has been the detail on the gloves. To actually want to see kind of how that looks myself. So, and there's the part I'm going to hate probably the most. So, first off, to show off here a little bit, just some of the hands and everything. You can see just the detail there on these hands with like the gauntlets, everything. These are like new. These aren't like the old ones with the repaint or something. Like these are actually newly sculpted and done with like detail and everything hands. Like, they're really. I can just see them and look at them here for not even missing that. But you can see the sculpt work there. It's a little bit better. Had it for a second. So you can see there in the gauntlet and everything. Just really nice detail and everything with the paint and everything looked really good. Like, and then
what is that? Sorry, maybe I missed it. There's like that little L-shaped piece of plastic. What is that for?
This thing? Oh, I'm gonna point that's for the gaffy stick to be able to hook it onto his back.
I see. Okay,
it's supposed to be a lot more secure than the one that they use for the spear. Still a little bit loose than for Cromando. You can just see there. Just the detail on these gauntlets and hands. Just a lot. They're having owned the repaint. There's a lot more detail there. I think also, if I remember correctly, this was a little while ago now, but also the flame effect. I think the coloration was changed up a little bit, the oranges and stuff from some of the older ones that they've had for like using the flamethrower. The orange here, kind of where it meets, seems to be a little bit different than I remember some of the others, because I think these for the jetpacks are sort of the same as all the other ones that we've seen. But
I like it.
yeah, these look good, man. This flame effect really well done. Obviously, this is pretty standard for most Mando figures. And then, of course, you got the usual thing that I never use, which is the cable. Now, what Zach guys was asking about earlier was this out here. This piece right here, you might have been wondering what this is for. So this is actually, you're going to stick it onto Boba's back, and you just attach the gaffy stick to it, so you can have it. So I will be using this, but this is, of course, the piece the most that I'm worried about losing, because it's a small piece. But
yeah, I actually have a piece like that for the Predator. I think I'm just gonna glue it down today. It's 2 pieces.
Ooh. Yeah, NECA, but guys, if you ever owned a NECA figure, I've only owned I think 1 or 2, but they include a lot of pieces usually for like the price point for their figures and stuff. 12 scale, they do a nice job, and usually I think I don't know with the joints. I think the joints are generally what I've heard. It's kind of can be the issue with them is sometimes where you can run into problems with them. But holy shit! Excuse me. Oh wow! Oh yeah! Oh yeah! First, to use Justin's old terminology, first impression. Oh yeah, this looks good. And then we've got the eyesore right underneath it. Oh dude, this looks so cool.
What's the eyesore? The sand base?
Yeah, with the feet.
That's funny.
Okay. So here's just quick first look. I'm going to move him. We'll look into it there, but oh, look at that, guys. Man, he looks cool. All right, we're going to set you over here, Boba, for the moment. So yeah, so you guys can see here, because I'm probably not going to take it out right now. Well, maybe I will. The standard sand base and everything that we've seen a million times, but at least this guy's coming with human feet, unlike IG-11 back in the day. That's interesting. This one here. They have the actual instructions and everything actually like here at the base. A lot of times they'll have it here or something.
Yeah. We got Universal Key, Toy Mafia in the chat.
Hey, Mafia. Good to see you, sir. So to look at some of the pieces. Now, a lot of people may not have seen this. I think this was with the 2-pack, correct? This got the gaffy stick. Came with the 2-pack for the Poop Boba and the Tusken Boba. So some people have seen this before. See look at the nice detail there and everything. Hot Toys did a nice job with this.
Dude, I like the sculpting on that.
Yeah. And the paint apps and everything. Definitely really well done. You can see here, like, this looks more, and I'm going to put in quotes here, realistic to me than, say, like the Beskar spear that came with the with the Mando. I definitely so how it's supposed to work here, guys, is if you have this coming. I know some people have gotten them, but a lot of people have not yet. You slip this piece under Boba's back, and then you just stick this. And it's supposed to hold it fairly securely, at least some of the reviews and stuff. And because the spear on back of Boba, on back of Mando, is like super loose most of the time. It's pain in the butt. So a lot of this we're going to have seen before. So we've got Boba's blaster here. Good paint work on it. Now I think, if I remember correctly, some of the paintwork's been updated on this one versus some of the older ones. It's been a while since I watched the reviews. I ran out of time. I was really busy before we came on the last couple hours with some stuff. I meant to go look at some reviews again to see what some of the differences were, because I think for some of the stuff here, even on the blasters, which obviously we've seen these pieces before many times, that they've changed up some of the paintwork and everything on them to improve them. There's a lot of distinguishing from this one versus the older couple modern Bobas. But his blasters are some of the best that they've, I think, ever designed or made. They're all really cool. And then, of course, this is, I know one of the big differences is the actual jetpack itself. The paint is completely different. Much like this, the paint and everything on this guy is beautiful.
I like the weathering. I think it looks good.
Here, like you can see the chipping, especially over here. You can especially see it. So it still has, obviously, where you can attach the other pieces. But this is the big thing for trying to attach it to his back, because it has the magnets like the Throne Boba did, but also got these pieces you will attach. And like once it's on there, it's firmly on there. I like the rocket here too. Rocket is very good. Yeah, the paints on this guy are amazing. Like really, really well. Really well done. They're definitely improved over the Throne Bubba, which is one of the biggest things that I was wondering about. Okay. So that was the pieces themselves. Now to the major reason we're all here, Boba Fett himself. So you guys can have a good look at the whole figure itself. Like here, guys, the long scratch on the helmet here that I'll show you guys a little bit up close here in a little bit. A lot of more weathering and stuff versus here on the helmet and stuff than had been seen on the previous one from Mando Season 2. The armor, obviously similar, but a little bit different. That plastic, but we'll fool with that later. But as you can see, one of the big differences here is obviously his suit changed up so that he doesn't have the like little fabric piece from the Tusken hanging down. That for whatever reason, that piece drove me crazy with the old figure. I don't know why, but it really bothered me after a while. But so you can see here the detail and stuff on him. The helmet here, there's the big scratch like right down this side of it. Let's see if we can get that up close. But the detail and scarring on this is like just so fantastic. And then, of course, we got the boots. Now, the boots here are a little restricted because of the box leather that he has for the boots, but they still have a little bit of movement. Not as good as some of the split boot designs we've seen for some of the other figures. These are a little bit weird because I think these pieces are technically supposed to be a little bit higher up towards his knees, but they're a little low. I guess maybe one of the drawbacks here is for the back part, there's no wiring in it whatsoever. So it's just loose, which I guess for all the pieces that they do wiring for, I am a little bit surprised about that. One thing so this Boba actually obviously does not come with a head sculpt, although you can remove this and the actual Throne Boba head sculpt will go on this no problem. From what I understand, there is actually here in the neck, like right here, there's actually wiring in the neck around it so you can manipulate it like if you put the head sculpt in there to move it up and everything or down a little bit to make it look more natural even if you replace that. So I thought that was really cool. So Dean, you, Zach, for you guys, did you do you guys remember back? I mean, obviously this was a long time ago this figure was announced. Were you guys disappointed that this one did not have a head sculpt with it? Were you okay with it? Or, for being a price point 275 without having it versus say it was like 300 with, would you have preferred maybe that higher price point with some form of head sculpt?
I mean, a head sculpt's always nice, but to me, Boba Fett, it's the helmet. You know.
Yeah.
For whatever reason, Disney just, I guess maybe it's like an actor contract. They have to have so much face time, but you know, Boba Fett's always been the helmet, so I could really care less if my Boba Fett comes with a head sculpt or not. But I mean, it's always nice to have that accessory and that option, but I could care less.
Yeah. What about you, Dak? I know I'm asking you that you may not even remember that much.
I feel like, Dean, this was one of your issues when they showed the blogger photos. You're like, this, specifically when Ben showed all of them next to each other, and you're like, this is like the one. Like, it sucks that this is, in your opinion at least, was the most aesthetically pleasing, and I think we all agreed, like, damn, they really perfected it. Yeah. But it doesn't come with the portrait when in this show
he never has his fucking helmet on.
Exactly. Exactly. And they could have done other things, right? They could have given you like a little coins that fit into the helmet, because there was that one scene where they were like, or not coins, I think it was credits. Like they could have done so much with that, right? Like, and like you said, most of the show, save for like the last episode or two, he's pretty much always, without the helmet, which I always thought was quite odd.
Yeah, he didn't even have armor for like half the first couple episodes because it was in flashback. He was busy, going like a bantha, which unfortunately turned it more into me. Like, just so you guys see too, look at the detail. They made sure to show like the interiors and everything.
I actually really like that. I actually love that.
And that pegs in like that?
Well, it goes around the soft foam.
That's fucking incredible.
It's like the...
Because normally it would just be hollow with like a peg hole.
I think they've done that with the Han and Luke disguise.
Yeah, I think
I don't have those.
Yeah. So for movement, guys, just so you got an idea. So the head, obviously, just being the helmet, has easy free range of movement. Now this one, the arms have have good movement. Obviously, with this one, you might be a little bit more careful because of the tubes and stuff that connect and stuff, just because of the Mando armor. No 90 degrees of fail like Bo-Katan or stuff as my Casca Reeves guys. So I sold my Casca Reeves to actually get the money to buy this Boba. Like, I was like, I like Casca, but I don't have a Boba Fett in my collection, and this is the one kind of like I really wanted. He was the perfect look to me for the suit, because it's pretty much all material and everything. It does move pretty well. There's a little bit of restriction to it, but the knees, everything.
Does the backpack clip on or?
Yeah, that's what I'm going to show actually right now. This is the big, this is, if we were going to say, quote, evolution of how Hot Toys was doing any figures, this is the evolution brought on by this Boba that I think all future Mando figures should have. So it has a magnet on there, but what you do is it's also got these 2 points that there we go. Locked into space. Yep. And it's on there. It's on there nice and tight. So it's not loose, anything else. It's now you got it on there. It's on there permanently. So that is what I love about this figure. No more loose jetpacks. No, you probably remember back in the day trying to little hooks or whatever that would take you 30 minutes to try and attach them. It's awesome, guys. He looks great. Like, this figure looks amazing. I really do like how it's come out. It's hard for me to say it's like if I can only get one Boba, should I get this guy? It's hard for me to say that because, I would probably always say, Empire Strikes Back, or something. Like, if you could just get one, like, that to me would be the ultimate Boba, because that is like, his original appearance, when he hunted down Han Solo, it helped create all the illusion in our minds of what Boba Fett would be. So from what I understand now, this is supposed to, like, I'll need to look up the instructions exactly, but this is supposed to, like, lock into place. And then you put. I need to look at the exact instruction how you got to attach it to that, or like under here, and then you slide that in, and then you can attach the gaffy stick and just hang it on his back. But this is a small piece. I probably am not going to display him with the gaffy stick as much as I like to display him with other weapons. I don't want to have to worry about this getting loose or losing it kind of thing, you know? But overall, guys, this, I'll show you the close up, the armor and stuff, but the coloration to this is much better than, to me at least, the Throne Boba. I guess the only other thing is that this is the fox leather, and apparently trying to stick Boba's blaster into the holster here can be a pain in the ass. Not that that's anything different than other ones, but yeah, this Boba Fett is all that I hoped it would be. So what I'm going to do now is, I'm not going to go too crazy here, but I'm going to position him on his base, maybe in a kind of basic pose while holding his blaster rifle, and see if I can, without breaking anything, stick in his blaster into his holster here. So I'll do that here while Zach, you get to unveil that really awesome, and hopefully we're talking about soon as the mini-me brother of a certain Hot Toys version.
Yes. Give me 2 seconds.
Now, in chat, did any of you guys have any questions here just while Zach's getting his stuff ready for me in relation to the Boba? Anybody have any questions?
Nope, we may not have them.
Okay.
Let's see. I saw that we did a live unboxing on Gandalf the Grey. Someone asked me to send it to them. Let me, sorry, I gotta deal with this.
No, you're
so,
fine.
Dean, take over for 1 second, please.
Hey guys, it's me,
The
your
dream.
friendly neighborhood Dean. Zach's taking a short break right now as he gets a link for somebody who asked. Here's Kevin. He's licking my arm. Yeah, I really want this Boba Fett, but I'm also not in a rush to get it because I kind of hate what they did with the character. So if I'd never owned this, I'll probably be okay. But there's so many Boba Fetts on the market, I feel like it's probably be easy to get later.
It is one, even though it's been waitlisted and it's probably in the short term, it might sell.
Yeah, everything goes waitlist and then magically it's fucking shows up again.
Well, I would say probably if you wait like a year or something like that, if you're not in any hurry, I think you'll be able to, he may even stay retail, but maybe you'll be able to get it for $250 or something.
Yeah, I'm sure Steven's Collectibles will get them in.
Yeah,
I forgot to ask when I was there, but I mean, he even had like tech or not tech, fives, Echo in stock, and Captain Vaughn and stuff. When we went this weekend, I was like, those are figures like you can't get online anymore, but they're still here. So yeah, I'm not too worried about it. But I did love me some Boba. I got the quarter scale right here on my desk.
Which one you got, the quarter? Oh, dude, that's
the
awesome.
premium format.
Yeah. I would say probably if he had crosshair, I would be impressed. That's the one that's like really hard to get of the Bad Batch.
Yeah.
Oh, this is still going to be a pain in the ass.
All right, I'm good. Thank you. I'm trying to do something for you, but it's
for
like
me. What did I do?
No, something for you.
Yeah,
I'll tell you. I'll tell you after stream.
I'm excited now.
I'm trying to do a nice thing for you, but I need to provide references before I can do said nice thing. It's like I'm asking someone to do something for us, but I need to prove that we should be given a thing.
Oh.
All right, so the NECA Feral Predator. Picked this up this weekend at Steven's Collectibles, my favorite collectible shop in San Antonio. He would never kick me out of his store for saying a bad word, unlike others.
Dude. We got to talk about that later.
We'll talk about it today. Here's a look at the box. Now, I have seen an unboxing of this just so I wanted to be aware of anything fragile, and this figure has some really cool features on it. Again, we got the back of the box. It says it includes the bone mask, cross bolt gun, open and collapsed combi stick, open and collapsed shields, and interchangeable hands and mandibles. And I actually didn't even notice this until about 2 seconds before we started. But there is a little instructions on the back to replace the mandibles, the arm blade installations, and then this is right here is really cool. The backpack and the little gun he has are magnetized. So very cool. So let's dig into this. Let's see. I had a razor on my desk and now I don't know where it's at.
Bro, I hate that so much when I can't find my fucking tools. Yeah. I needed a.
Hey Yomo, let me know if you got your the package already.
Yomo, I needed my nippers yesterday and I can't find them anywhere. I'm like really pissed off about it.
Bro, there's nothing worse. Cause damn, I should have gotten them out because the unboxing did say that he recommended. I have all this stuff on my desk from Oxcon. Okay, we'll get through what we can get through, and then we'll circle back for the nippers. I literally put the razor on my desk. Okay, so we have the Feral Predator here, looking real nice. Gosh, that is really nice. So on the top tray we have, let's see, I'm just gonna keep moving things around on my desk until I find it. Looks like we have the combi stick, which I believe, yeah, these port together. Let's see, something like, nope, maybe not. Let's see if there's a way that these are supposed to go. Just like that. Now, this is pretty cool. This is a softer rubber at the top, a little bit firmer at the bottom. Get some nice paint weathering there, a little bit of copper, a little bit of silver, which looks really cool. On the second tray here, we have the bolt. This is the bolt gun that he has. It's like a... I want to say in the film, I thought this shot like arrows, if I remember correctly. It's been a while since I've seen the film. It's also really annoying that you can't buy the film. You have to stream it. I
Really?
genuinely buy the... Yeah, it's only on
Hulu.
Hulu. Yeah, Hulu. Thank you.
I'm surprised that they never put it. I mean, they're just finally putting out Mando and stuff like that in Blu-ray format to buy them. So,
Yeah.
But it doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me because people would buy that, after it's already been out for a while. I would figure you want to put it out. Go ahead. Sorry.
We have the combi stick, which is retracted, painted very nicely. And then this is the shield before it's expanded, which looks really cool. And then we have the expanded shield, which is here, painted very beautifully. Yeah, painted and weathered very beautifully. We do get 2 blades. These are just the normal Predator wrist blades. And we do get a backpack. DJ, check on that for me. I thought it did too, but when I was looking, I couldn't find anything for the digital codes. And this backpack has a lot of heft to it. It's that magnet there. Feels real sturdy, which I like.
Nothing beats a good sturdy magnet.
One thing I haven't seen is those little black clips. Oh, here we go. They're taped behind the figure, which is good. What? Rob says Prey was okay? Prey was fucking awesome.
Prey was pretty dope.
Prey was so good.
It wasn't like my favorite movie ever. I don't even think it's the best Predator, but it was still pretty good.
Really? You don't think it was the best Predator?
I feel like the first one much better.
Yeah, the first one's much better.
I think that's nostalgia talking.
But
So
yeah,
go ahead.
no.
You're good. Go ahead.
I'm just saying, like, I don't think a sequel can beat an original. Like, if it
So
wasn't
maybe Empire Strikes
for
Back?
if it wasn't for the original, the sequel wouldn't exist. So they can't.
Terminator
be
2,
better.
Empire Strikes Back, Godfather 2.
Okay, Terminator 1's not a fucking slouch. Terminator 2 is great, but
It's better than
it
Terminator
couldn't
1.
exist before Terminator 1.
Episode 5. You like A New Hope better?
I do. I
That
watch
is
A New
weird.
Hope all the time. I don't watch Empire Strikes Back all the time.
So we got the open and closed mandibles, and let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 plus 2 sets of hands, which is really great to see. Mandibles are painted real nasty, which is what you want to see. Actually, this has a little light in it too. There we go. I forgot how much I like this little unboxing camera. Let's see if we can get it to focus more. Can it focus more?
Try to keep this.
There we go. So those look nice and yucky. Rob Barnes, the Indian girl, had a pair. Jesus.
A pair of what?
Alright, so... Let's see if I can savagely free this man from his plastic prison. Oops. Here, let me take this off stream for a second. While Lane's futzing, we'll put him on the big screen. Just a second. Let me see. I swear I have a razor blade here, because I'm going to need it right.
I have a Kniffy.
Yeah, I wish I had a Kniffy.
Do you know what I am?
What's that?
You need my Kniffy?
Yeah, pass it to me, please.
Take it.
Wouldn't that be cool if we did that? I've always joked about doing that, and we just have never been able to pull it off. Okay, I'll be right back. Let me grab a razor.
Hey guys, it's me again. How you doing? Nicolio says Aliens better than Alien. Now, I think a sequel can expand and certainly make things better.
And Alien and Aliens are kind of two different types of movies in certain respects.
Right.
And stuff as well.
Um,
They're still horror, but they're different kind of.
yeah, one's more like action adventure and one's actually like thriller.
And like, horror, like, haunted house kind of and everything.
Yeah.
And that's different than.
Yeah, I think sequels can definitely expand and make things better, but it literally, like, it can't beat an original. Like it wouldn't exist without the original. So how could it?
That doesn't mean it can't be better.
I think it does. Agree to disagree.
Alright, we made short work of that.
Nice.
Now, I don't have a lot of NECA Predators, so I don't really know what the bar is for like a good NECA Predator and a bad one, so I'm just kind of going into this as a action figure collector. So keep that in mind, please. Let's see.
Yeah,
In fact, I'm going to try to scoot everything down just so I can unbox it a bit more comfortably. There we go. If you're in the chat also, if you want to see anything on this, just let me know. So, first impressions. He's got pretty good paint. Pretty... Joints feel nice and firm. Nice little double bend there. He does have the, right there, the coyote skull from the beginning of the film. And... Oh, it's got the, that's really cool. Look, it's such a small detail. I don't know if you'll be able to see this. Let's see. Let's try to get it focused. Right here, right there, is the little rattlesnake skull. He's got the whip which a bit of a shame that it's not a accessory that you can remove. I vaguely remember him using that in the film. We also get, let's see, I thought there was a one of those little wrist things. The head looks really good. The mask, rather. I think that is weathered very well. And Steven said that they sold out of these quick. He said they got a case. Oh, that just ports right in. He got a case, and between Eddie and I picking up one each, they had sold them pretty quick, and he has 5 more cases coming. So we get a nice neck articulation there. Real nice head paint. Love that. I have to go back and watch the film again. I don't recall exactly what the face looks like, but from the reviews that I saw, they said that they liked it. It's also got some really nice soft rubber here for the hairs, and then he's got some real nice rubber there for the back. So let's take a look at this magnet here. Just pops right on. Oh, it's to one side. Okay, so we'll put it on there. And then from what I've seen, this is magnetic also, supposedly. Let's see if we can't find that. Yep, so that magnetizes just like that, which is really cool.
I was trying to find my NECA Predator. I can't find it.
That's no fun.
I think I have the City Hunter, or no, I forgot which one it is. I found the box. It's not the figures.
I will say, I don't know if I love them. I appreciate the thought. Oh, maybe that's how it goes. I appreciate the thought of the magnet, but I feel like I'd really just rather a peg. I don't know, or even both, right? Like a peg and a magnet.
Yeah, I feel like at that scale, just a magnet, it's not really that great. Especially with like dreads and stuff. When you move the head, it's gonna knock it off.
I don't know if this is magnetic also. It doesn't feel magnetic. But there's no like port. Like usually they take the mandibles off and you plug it in. But this just like fits nicely on there. I like that. Let's see. Let's get him kitted up a little bit. We'll put a fist there on the right hand. Let's see how easy these are to change. Oh, very easy. You love it.
Nice. Oh no, it just snapped out. No, just kidding.
Oh, I was like, shit, did it? We'll get these little wrist blades plugged in. Which we're going to try to do.
Yeah, I'm right there with Rob Barnes. He says, I see Alien and Aliens the same as Godfather 1 and 2 and Terminator 1 and 2. Hard to outdo the original, but you could get pretty damn close, yeah. And Shrek 1 and
everyone's
Shrek 2. Shrek 2 is pretty
entitled to their own wrong opinion, but just kidding, Rob. I love you.
Wow, it's poor Rob. He's out
Look
here
at that.
watching us being a sweetheart, and you're over there being mean.
That's you were the one that says that all the time.
What? Yeah, but just because they're usually wrong.
Well,
Rob's right in this case.
it's okay, Rob. A man can only admit when he was wrong. Look at this. The shield ports in nicely. Or, yeah, look at that. He's got the shield there. He's got the arm there. This is fucking awesome.
How tall is that? Like 8 inches,
oh, actually,
9
I have a little thing here. 9 inches.
Wow.
So you got to think. I mean, this is probably a BT right here. You know what I'm saying? But a Ben Thomas.
Wow.
Let's get those mandibles on. I want to see how those mandibles work.
I'm worried about Ben.
Also, Dean, can you look up the movie if he holds the little gun in his left or right hand, please? I want to try to get some screen accuracy going here. Let's take a look at these mandibles.
What's he called?
The Feral Predator. Oh, this is so satisfying, this little click. I don't think there's a magnet, but it feels incredible. That's a horrifying image. But we will put these on. So we have the open mouth there. And then the real open mouth. Which looks fucking awesome. That looks so cool. I really genuinely hope that, I know they're not probably going to do it, but I think it would be so cool if NECA made a Naru. I would buy that for sure.
I think it shows him holding it in his left hand. Yeah.
Really? Okay, perfect. So I can...
Wait.
We're waiting. Actually, I think it is his left hand.
There's a
Because he only has...
screenshot where he's aiming with his left hand, but then there's a screenshot where he's holding it in his right hand.
I think you're correct, because he only has a left trigger. I just realized that. We'll do left.
Yeah, he's probably ambidextrous. I mean, he's an alien.
He's also a
Well,
hunter.
see, yeah. Now in this screenshot, he has a little knife in his left hand and the gun in his right hand, but he's just holding it.
Interesting. So he can hold the gun.
Look, let me share my screen so you can see
Yeah, go ahead.
this. Can you see that?
Oh,
Too
yeah.
small.
No, that's good.
But then here, he's like aiming with his left.
Mm-hmm.
So
Interesting. Yeah, I don't know if I like the way that hand works. The problem is the joint is like one of these, and it should be one of these.
oh yeah,
You know, to
I
be able
fucking hate it
to-
when they do that. It's like, how long have you guys been making figures and you haven't figured this out?
Oh, one thing I want to give a shout out to is these wonderful stickers that I got.
Oh,
that asked
yeah, they
from,
came out so
dude.
good.
Yeah, these are really, really cool.
I really am happy with how those came out, to be honest. I think they came out fantastic.
wish
Okay, I
could
don't
be
like
happy
that.
with them.
Dean, you and I both
No.
know the rule is the listeners get it first, and I have one for you. You're good. I have plenty for you. I'll give you 3 if you want. Whatever you want.
Take 8.
Okay, I'm not going to give you that many, but
What the hell?
now you're just being greedy.
Dude, I have to say, sorry for being off camera. There's quite so long, guys, but I was having to F around with Boba a little bit.
Mhm.
I have to say, those little extra accessories and stuff that come with them, the detail and stuff on them, look for this. Now, he's a 12th scale, right? Roughly?
I think NECA, what is it, in 7th scale? 7-inch scale? They're a really
yeah,
weird
it's
scale.
weird.
It's a little bigger than Black Series.
Because I guess if he was 12, he would be pretty big. Over like Carnage or something like that. You know, it's like
Well, he
8.5.
is supposed to be really, like, he goes toe-to-toe with a grizzly, so, I mean, he's a big dude, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's almost like the Jazzware Spartans. They're not 12 scale, but they like technically scale with 12 scale figures because the Spartans are so fucking huge. They're like non-scale, I guess. There's no
Yeah.
actual like traditional scale to measure them with.
Put a little super glue there. Probably should dry fit this first, but we're just gonna go for it.
He definitely. How does his joints look in comparison to the proto from Hot Toys? Are they just as exposed?
They're really well hidden, to be honest. I mean, they're there for sure, but
Yeah,
I mean,
but
that's not
For
bad.
yeah, mixing in with the skin color and everything.
Yeah, for a character that has to basically be naked, like, this is not bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why people complain about that with the Hot Toys. It's like, have you never seen a Hot Toys Predator before?
Yeah.
Have you ever
None
seen
of
a
the
Hot Toys
Predator-
figure
none of the-
ripping?
The only time we ever saw anything that was a Predator armor, everybody went, "Oh my god, that's the worst thing I've ever seen." You know, from the end of the Predator with the Predator killer armor.
Uh-huh.
Ugh, hated that in so much. I was like, can't we just have it be effing Newt, man? Like one of the recorded and it was supposed to be for some reason, like a grown up Newt was in that
Yeah.
thing. I would have rather had something like that had been my scratching my head going WTF instead of going, why is there Iron Man armor now in Predator?
Mm-hmm.
Iron Man sells, baby.
That's what Howie would still have us believe. Although I think Spider-Man seems like it's taking over more.
You're not wrong. You are
Just
not
with
wrong
all
at
the
all.
Spider-Man stuff we haven't seen. How many pre-orders do we have coming for Spider-Man here upcoming? Probably in the next couple of weeks from last week, which you guys will be talking about, I assume, probably tomorrow
Yeah.
in more detail.
Okay, I'm really fucking this up. Let me see.
Well, while you're getting that set, do you want me to show off Boba?
Go ahead. Yeah. Switch him, Gene,
Okay.
please.
So I'm going to have my camera off here a second while I get things adjusted. Okay. So I'll start kind of from the boots down, guys. So very basic pose for Boba. I decided to match his feet up with the base here. I don't like the flight poles. I never use them. But as you can see, so you guys can get a better look at everything here now. It's the thing that I can show off some things. Like, look at the dirt on the boots. They do actually, Dean, kind of match up actually with this base a little bit. And everything, the dirt on the boots and everything. I think they did a really nice job with them with the bottom part of the outfit. Now, I do apologize, guys, but the blaster is like there's one little piece on it that gets hooked onto the side here, so that's why I haven't put it in yet. It's not something. It's something I need to be careful of and try and actually take some time to put it in, which is what I'm going to do probably tomorrow before I put them in my case. I didn't talk about it much, but it's obviously easier to show you close up here. But like his belt and the detail and everything on there, it's plastic, but really nice paintwork and everything on there on this. This is such a really nice, even the paintwork there on the arms, on the blaster rifle. Here, Boba kind of pose now. Whole thing. What do you think, Dean? Look pretty good?
Yeah, it looks pretty good. Like I said, it's not my ideal Boba, but
Yeah. Well, Empire Strikes Back is the coolest Boba. Like that is Boba Fett when I think of him. But I think this is my favorite mod. Like that's why I quantify him as two separate things: modern Boba Fett, original trilogy Boba Fett. That in some ways they almost might as well be slightly different characters. This is what I think of more, I guess, evolving from Clone Wars maybe or something like that, like all the modern storytelling for him. But the blaster looks great. Detail on the figure is great. The helmet here, a little bit easier to show. I like the big scratch there. It helps give it a little bit more definition for what's happened to him since he repainted it. I was able to get the gaffy stick on. It was actually nice and easy because now attaching the jetpack is nice and easy. Careful here. He fell off this base twice, so that's why I had to reset it a little bit. But so you guys can see a little bit better just the detail on the backpack, on his jetpack.
Yeah, I like how it's painted over the repair from the Mando episode. That's hilarious.
Yeah, and just the detail there. Gaffy stick just goes right there and attaches. It's nice and obscured and everything on his back. Just really great figure. Is this an essential figure? I guess it's like kind of been the debate because there are so many Boba Fetts. I don't know. To me, this is the ultimate modern Boba Fett. Like this is, though I'm glad I decided to get this one over even the throne. Now the thing is, I'd like to stick this one on the throne. That would be ultimate Boba Fett.
You see him on the throne in the movie or in the show.
Yeah. Well, I owned it too. Yeah.
So you could totally put him on the throne, but
yeah,
I would say like if you're only gonna have one Boba Fett, this ain't it.
And it doesn't have head sculpt like a couple of different ones do have head sculpts too. Yeah, I would still say Empire. I agree with you. Like
Yeah.
if I mean, I know they've already done a couple versions, but if they do another Return or another old school Boba Fett at some point, that would be the one I would get. But this would be a cool one if you're going to have classic trilogy and modern.
Yeah.
This is the modern one I would get. But great figure, easily posable. If you can track him down, obviously that's a little bit of a difficulty because he waitlisted and sold out a lot of places. But 275 price point, roughly retail, not bad for the figure. So overall, I'm very happy with getting him, and I don't need you to get up close with my poor chinny chin chin. But anyway, back to we've got a really awesome looking NECA Predator.
Hell yeah! Sorry, I'm just trying to get the way I want.
That's always tough.
Yeah. The only thing I can say is really annoying with this Boba Fett is getting that stupid his blaster into the holster. That thing was. I'm just like, no, I'm not going to mess around with this anymore.
Yeah. So. Let's see. Just almost there.
Hey, Dean.
Keep him like this for
now. Sorry, I think he was still taking another minute to get him kind of done up.
So I think it's interesting that you can. I didn't think it was possible, but you can pose the mandibles behind the mask, which I think is really cool. So I got him. We'll put his backpack on, and his bolt caster, bolt thrower. So we got him kitted up in the back. Got him looking tough in the front. These accessories would, like the knives here would be in the wrist. This pops out of the left wrist, and then this is the combi stick. So I feel like this is the most, like best way to display him, I guess.
Yeah, with like everything.
Or you could do the knives out. I guess all of them because he has storage for everything. So yeah, this is a cool figure. It's a super fucking cool figure. Look at this portrait.
What is the price point for him retail?
I think it's like 42, and then Stevens was doing like a little bit of a deal for OxCon, so we got a little cheaper than that. But
so not a bad price at all.
No, I'm certainly happy with this. So yeah, this is a cool figure, man. If you guys are liking the movie or trying to collect the see if you can collect the line, like this is. Look at that, he can stand really well. In fact, let me switch it to this camera here. I like him a lot. I really do. Badass figure. Admittedly, the magnets are super annoying, but all things considered.
Yeah, didn't you say you were going to glue something?
Yeah, I did glue the little hooks because they kept falling off.
Oh, okay. Man, you did that fast.
Yeah, and I also messed up the paint, so I had to touch up the paint too.
Dang.
But I did that fast too, Dean. This is such a cool figure. I like this a lot. Look at the back with the stuff magnetized on. So yeah, now I really want to go rewatch the movie, so I'll probably be doing that tomorrow. But look at that, we got Paul Schreiber in the chat. Vintage Rebellion.
Yeah.
We have a crazy long show tomorrow. There may genuinely, honestly, be some news that gets cut because I don't want to be there for 3 hours tomorrow. So we'll have to figure out, what our priorities are for tomorrow. I had put it in the show sheet chat, like if anyone wants to help me with the slides, and then no one said anything. So we'll kind of figure out what we got to do because I got to go to the gym tomorrow. I got to do a bunch of things. Got to go to work. We'll figure it out. But we'll have a good show tomorrow.
I like how you just include work as like thing number 4 on the list of stuff you got to do.
Oh, I don't like my job, so yeah, that's thing number 4. But this is a cool figure, man. If you guys are, like I said, if you guys are remotely interested in Predator, this is pretty fucking badass. Honestly, I'm actually so impressed with this. In fact, let me get a macro shot before we cut. Look at this fucking dude.
The detail on like the mask and stuff, like we were talking about the weathering on Boba and everything. Like for that scale. I think on the bone mask and everything, the detail and the weathering, like the cracks, just looks fantastic. And what I like about this guy's design, where it does have kind of that old barbarian, almost like that guy feels like the Conan the Barbarian of Predators, almost kind of, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
But he still has some of the modern weaponry and stuff that is associated with the Predator, you know?
Yeah, it was interesting. He didn't have those, like a laser, like the little psh, psh, psh. He had this bolt caster which kind of threw bolts that were tracking, or I guess this thing on his back, but he didn't. Yeah, so you're right. It was kind of a more older.
He has some of the technology advantage, you know, stuff that the more, you know, modern Predators, I guess you would refer to them, even though they still got starships. So it's not like I think they changed advanced.
I think it's more a choice. Like they're sending them there with like a little less equipped, and they have to survive it. But yeah, these magnets are fucking pissing me off. But other than that, this is pretty cool. So. Big Bad Toy Store has them for pre-order. Steven's Collectibles is getting like 5 cases, so if you want this, hit those retailers up or just get it wherever. There's going to be a billion places that have this thing for sale. So, but yeah, live Tuesday 8:30. We got some big stuff to talk about. There's a lot. There's quite a bit.
Good luck.
Actually, look at this, Dean. That's what I look like if. Look, let me see. Camera, touch up my appearance. Oh, terrible. All my acne scars. Ugh, I should change this back.
Well, I'm going to do a quick shout out. Yeah, you look good, man.
Oh, man. Good, I'm so ugly, bro. Sorry. Going back to regular Zach.
I just am going to say, everybody in chat and stuff, I know I've been away for a few weeks and everything. It was fantastic to be guys with you. Have a figure. I've been ready to open this figure since I got him for like 3 days. Yeah. But it was great I'm glad I held off and did it with you guys. And once again, Dean, Zach, thank you very much for letting me be on tonight with you guys. I know it's been a little while. I'm glad we got this guy in, and we'll just see what Hot Toys decides to throw 5 figures at us in 1 week, and then and I don't mean pre-orders. I mean throw 5 figures at us in our face. It'd be like, hey, I hope you got $1,200 flying around. I'm paying.
Not me.
Not me.
Yeah. Anyways, guys, love you. OxCon was a fucking vibe. These are the OxCon had to be there stickers. Look at that. Beautiful.
Add it to my sticker collection.
Oh, do you want to show that off real quick?
Do
it for After Dark. It's up to you.
Oh, we can do it for After Dark. Let's do that.
All right, so After Dark,
Dean's
found a fucking time capsule.
Yeah.
Of stickers.
I thought I had lost it, and I had another stack going, and so I went and grabbed that stack and added it. So
I think we just gotta switch your name from the Oxfather to the Sticker King. You guys can put out so many stickers over the years.
Yeah, it's all Manny.
Yeah, and I definitely don't have all the stickers here. We have so many. It's
funny because I think you and Manny were a bit bummed that you didn't get one this weekend, but I always tell you guys, like in the network in general, the listeners come first. If there's extras, we can pass them out. But yeah, I wanted to make sure that everyone that was there, because the numbers were fluctuating, so we passed out 40 stickers this weekend of people that came. So, but love you guys. Be safe, and we'll catch you on the next unboxing.
Take care, everybody. Have a good night. Thank you.
Bye.